Let's take an example. If there was a person who's continuously thinking that there has been nothing which is working for me and I don't think that anything would work for me, it becomes very, very difficult for any treatment to work and to show the results. I think about the power of subconscious mind hasn't been unpopular, right? It does play an important role, but how do we come to that point? Hello everyone. So now we are going to discuss about the second principle, that is truthfulness or Satya. Now we can't imagine what effects saying or being honest and lying to someone have on your own body. Now even if anyone doesn't know whether you're lying or not, but if you know that you're lying, it's definitely going to stay in your mind. There have been several evidence and several studies to show what lying can do to your body. So one of the evidences that I came across stated that it can constrict your blood vessels, increase your blood pressure, increase your heart rate, and can also have some negative effects on your brain. So someone would ask, what would it mean to be truthful all the times? Would it mean to also be blunt and say things on people's face and hurt others? So no, that is not how it would work. Now non-violence being our first principle, that would always be the touchstone of all the other principles. So we would take truthfulness and test it with non-violence. That means being kind and being honest would go hand in hand. If you wanted to communicate your truth, which would cause harm to someone, you would rather find a more compassionate way to communicate it, or else you would change the moment altogether. Now, again, coming to how do we apply truthfulness in our day-to-day lives? Applying truthfulness in our day-to-day lives would mean starting it with examining the truthfulness or sincerity of our own intentions. Now let's say there is someone who started their own business venture. They are very hardworking. However, that is all with an intention to prove to their old boss how superior they are or what things they can do by themselves. Now it becomes very hard and very difficult for this person to achieve success easily. Now, why would this happen? Because there is a negative driving energy towards the success of the business, and there could be obstacles because of his own inner conflicts. Now, when you see, on the other hand, if there is someone who starts a venture or business with some pure intentions, they will be receiving support even unexpectedly. To take another example, in my own practice, I have come across so many of these patients, like when they are trying to work out because of an intention to prove their appearance to their ex, it becomes very difficult for them to stay consistent and to achieve their goals. Whereas on the other hand, if they only did it with the aim to become more healthier, they would be more consistent and achieve their success with even more ease. Now it is very clear. Once we start practicing these things, we become less judgmental. We become more conscious to where and whom we get attached to, and we also get less insecurities. You start being very honest to people. You start trusting yourself more as well. You start building more and more confidence. Now this is again very, very important, even if we talk about this in regards to recovery or healing. So let's take an example. If there was a person who's continuously thinking that there has been nothing which is working for me and I don't think that anything would work for me, it becomes very, very difficult for any treatment to work and to show the results. I think about the power of subconscious mind hasn't been unpopular, right? It does play an important role, but how do we come to that point? So it is all this process of being honest with people, being honest with yourself to gain more and more trust in yourself. Your mind and body responds the best when you're aligned with your goals and you have faith in your own journey. So having faith in yourself and trusting the right people and process can be a big part of your journey.